Think electric bikes are only for luxury budgets? With smarter tech and better builds, you can now get a solid e-bike without spending a fortune. In this video, we're revealing the top 5 affordable electric bikes under $500. Perfect for commuting, cruising, or just cutting down on gas. From surprising range and speed to lightweight frames and smooth rides, these budget beasts punch way above their price tag. And wait till you see what made it to number 1. It's under $400 and actually looks premium. If you see one you love, I've dropped updated links with the best pricing in the description below. So kicking off our list at number 5, we've got the Jetson Bolt Pro. And honestly, this thing is perfect if you're dealing with tight storage spaces or need something you can actually carry up a flight of stairs. At around $399, it's definitely pushing the upper limit of our budget, but hear me out on this one. This folding electric bike weighs just 35 pounds, which might not sound light until you've tried lugging a 60-pound e-bike up to your apartment. The 350-watt motor isn't going to win any speed contests, but it'll get you cruising at about 15 miles per hour, which is plenty for most city commutes. What really impressed me about the Bolt Pro is how well thought out the folding mechanism is. I've used folding bikes that feel like they're held together with prayers and good intentions, but this one actually feels solid when you're riding it. The 12-inch wheels are small, sure, but they're surprisingly stable, and the whole bike unfolds in literally seconds. You're getting about 15 miles of range on a single charge, which should cover most people's daily commute with some juice left over. The only real downside here is that those small wheels can make the ride a bit bumpy on rougher roads, and if you're over 6 feet tall, you might feel a bit cramped even with the adjustable seat. But for urban commuters who need something that can disappear into a closet or fit under a desk at work, the Jetson Bolt Pro at $399 is actually a pretty solid investment. It's not the most exciting ride on this list, but it gets the job done and does it reliably. Coming in at number 4, we've got the Swagtron EB-6 Bandit, and this is where things start getting interesting. Priced at around $449, this beast is rocking 4-inch fat tires that can handle pretty much anything you throw at them. I'm talking sand, snow, loose gravel, you name it. The 350-watt motor paired with those chunky tires gives you this really confident riding experience that you just don't get with regular skinny tire e-bikes. The Bandit's got this really cool cruiser-style design that honestly makes you feel like you're riding something way more expensive than it actually is. The frame is built like a tank, which is great for durability, though it does mean this thing weighs about 58 pounds. Not the end of the world, but definitely something to consider if you're planning on carrying it around. The 7-speed Shimano derailleur is actually a nice touch at this price point, giving you some real flexibility whether you're pedaling up hills or just cruising on flat ground. Range-wise, you're looking at about 22 miles on a single charge, which is pretty respectable, especially considering those fat tires create more rolling resistance. The LCD display is clear and easy to read, showing you everything from your speed to battery level. My only real complaint is that the seat could use some more padding for longer rides, but that's a cheap fix with an aftermarket seat. For $449, if you want an e-bike that can handle diverse terrain and looks absolutely sick while doing it, the Swagtron EB-6 Bandit is hard to beat. At number 3, we've got the Hyper E-Ride City, and this one's all about looking good while getting around town. At $399, it's got this sleek, modern design that honestly doesn't scream budget e-bike when you roll up. The 350-watt rear hub motor is pretty standard for this price range, but what sets the E-Ride City apart is how refined the whole riding experience feels. The pedal assist is surprisingly smooth, and you've got 5 different levels to choose from, so you can dial in exactly how much help you want. The 26-inch wheels hit that sweet spot between stability and maneuverability, and the lightweight aluminum frame keeps the total weight down to a reasonable 50 pounds. You're getting about 20 miles of range, which should easily handle most urban commutes. The integrated LED headlight is bright enough for early morning or evening rides, and the rear rack is actually useful for carrying groceries or a backpack. The removable battery is a game changer too. You can charge it at your desk while you're at work instead of having to bring the whole bike inside. What really impresses me about the Hyper E-Ride City is the attention to detail. The cable management is clean, the welds look professional, and everything just feels put together in a way that some budget e-bikes don't. The digital display gives you all the info you need without being cluttered. And the whole bike just has this premium feel that punches way above its $399 price point. If you're looking for something that'll turn heads on your commute without breaking the bank, this is definitely worth considering. Taking the number 2 spot, we've got the Ancheer 26-inch electric mountain bike, and this thing is an absolute steal at just $369. If you're someone who wants to hit some trails on the weekend but doesn't want to spend a fortune, this is your bike. The 250-watt motor might sound less powerful than some others on this list, but paired with the 21-speed Shimano transmission, you've got plenty of climbing power for most trails. The front suspension fork actually works pretty well for smoothing out bumps and roots, which is honestly surprising at this price point. The build quality on this Ancheer is genuinely impressive for under $400. The aluminum frame feels solid, the welds are clean, and the whole bike just feels like it can take a beating. I've seen some budget mountain e-bikes that feel sketchy on anything more challenging than a bike path. But this one actually inspires confidence when you're picking your way down a rocky trail. The 26-inch knobby tires provide decent traction, and the mechanical disc brakes have enough stopping power to keep you safe on descents. You're looking at about 25 miles of range in electric mode, or up to 50 miles if you're willing to do some pedaling with the assist. The removable battery is huge for trail riding. You can bring a spare or just charge it while you're at the trailhead having lunch. At $369, this thing is almost too good to be true. Yeah, it's not going to replace a $3,000 mountain e-bike, but for weekend warriors who want to explore some trails without taking out a second mortgage, the Ancheer 26-inch is absolutely perfect. And taking the top spot at number 1, we've got the TotGuard Electric Bike 26 inches, and at just $339, this thing is honestly ridiculous value. This is the bike that made me realize you don't need to spend thousands to get a solid electric bike experience. The 350-watt motor has enough grunt to get you up hills. The 26-inch wheels roll smoothly on pavement and can handle light trail duty, and the whole package just works incredibly well for the money. What really sets the TotGuard apart is how well-rounded it is. You're getting 21 speeds, so you can actually pedal efficiently even when the battery runs low. The range is solid at about 22 miles in full electric mode, or up to 35 miles with pedal assist. The frame geometry is comfortable for longer rides, and the seat is actually decent right out of the box. The LCD display is clear and shows everything you need, and the whole electrical system feels robust and well integrated. I've put some serious miles on this bike, and it just keeps delivering. But here's what really blows my mind about the TotGuard. At $339, it's giving you features that bikes costing twice as much sometimes don't have. The build quality is solid, the components are reliable, and the whole bike just feels like it was designed by people who actually ride e-bikes. The customer service is responsive, the warranty is reasonable, and replacement parts are actually available if you need them down the road. If you're looking for your first e-bike and want something that'll give you a taste of what electric cycling is all about without a huge investment, the TotGuard Electric Bike 26 inches is absolutely the way to go.